majority.
Welcome to Majority Report, your podcast for the culture from your agency of the culture. It's been a while since I've been back. I'm glad to be here. I'm here with
John. I'm changing my line. We'll figure it out soon.
Oh no! All right, well, you know, Strap Master John. I call you so many things.
Strap Master John.
We finally got Jeremiah back with us today. And Cherie, you're not changing your line.
No, your grandma's favorite stranger always.
Let's go. We got DJC.
DJC, art director extraordinaire.
Exactly. Oh my gosh, I probably haven't recorded since I'm also like art directing now, officially with Majority. Thank you. And today we're gonna be chatting a movie that's relevant to what we do. Boomerang, Eddie Murphy, 1992. We're gonna get into that. And if we have time, a few other things because it's movie award season, so we'll see what we chat about. But we're gonna talk about how this movie was a big deal. It's Black people that work in advertising and marketing, and it's also commentary on dating in the 90s. 80s, 90s, it's a mixture of chaos, but that's what we're gonna be chatting about. But I know we all have seen it recently, except for Jer.
I accidentally watched Trading Places instead of Boomerang.
Another Eddie Murphy movie that's excellent.
Super great, but I failed the assignment.
Really, you didn't. Your memory is great. You already were quoting lines, so.
Oh, was I? I didn't think I was. If I did, hell yeah.
No, you're good. There's a few questions that we have to chat on, how accurate the movie is as far as like pitching new work, working with talent, working with the budget talent gives you. I think the budget in this movie is insane.
Astronomical, unrealistic, truthfully.
Especially in the 90s. I think purposefully we're able to watch the movie and understand that some of the stuff is extremely kind of realistic and some of it's crazy. Like the budgets
Exaggerated.
and how much control talent had in the meeting room.
Yeah. Should we go over the background of the movie, I guess?
The background is in...
I guess what, if people haven't seen it, first of all, go watch it. Watch the trailer, because literally that's the whole movie.
You're right, you're right. The trailer does also talk a lot about dating, too.
Yeah.
Like I said, it's advertising and dating. But the background, 1992, and this is after Eddie Murphy has already been in Beverly Hills Cop. He's already been in Coming to America, so he's famous as hell. And he basically is, I'm gonna reveal the job title now. I was gonna pop quiz, but he is the VP of marketing. He's in-house and they sell women's products. I think it's like lotions, perfumes, stuff like that. So he works a lot with female talent, which he loves. I should say women talent. And you also see what it's like, the amount of power he has, the amount of money he makes, the way women are attracted to a man of that stature, with that kind of job, all that kind of stuff. But please, if I miss anything.
No.
Well, really, like just how it showed like Black success in general at that time. Because like even like Marcus was like a marketing exec. I can't remember what his friends did, but it was like the first time you had that many Black people who seemingly all are living a good life, all are getting money. And then even like having a cast like that, like you kind of don't have that. They haven't had that since like Harlem Nights and that kind of vibe. But yeah, just successful Black people. It caught a lot of flack back in the 80s or the early 90s. People said it was a reverse world that didn't exist. It was kind of racist and caught flack. But Eddie's still on 10.
Wait, time out.
Yeah, you didn't hear about
Reverse
that?
world, like how people thought Black Panther was unrealistic?
Low-key, like, yeah, like he, so in Eddie Murphy's documentary, he talks about, like he's on Jay Leno's show. And Jay Leno basically was like, yo, a lot of people say this is like a fantasy world and it's reverse racism because there's only one white character.
That's crazy.
And
Welcome to Majority. No, I'm just kidding.
But it's real. Eddie was just like, well, would y'all say that if it was, you know, a group of white people and one Black character?
Exactly.
And of course not. So it did a lot in terms of showing Black success. Like that wasn't a thing on the screen even so much. Like it became jarring to people. It's still jarring to people, which is funny. Yeah. You know, try to make us look like.
Speaking of success too, he was successful.
Okay, his house?
Where he,
Oh, the whole movie.
Yeah.
Okay. First of all, your place overlooks the Empire State Building. This is the 90s in New York. Like, how much money are you making? And what is the cost of living at that point? Like, but still, like,
I know. John's
to
like,
be,
doesn't matter what year it is.
No, man, that's still a lot of money. That's downtown Manhattan.
Oh, he's probably clocking a cool $500,000.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh,
Which
okay.
back then could get you that overlooking the Empire
yeah.
State Building.
For
Today,
sure.
absolutely
Absolutely
not.
For $500,000 today, you can't pull that?
You can
don't
get
think?
you'll get a closet and
Not for $500,000. Come
you'll
on.
get your own bathroom.
Yeah.
You know what's crazy?
Well, the
It's like-
poverty. Oh, sorry. Go
Oh
ahead.
no, you got it.
I was just gonna say the poverty line is like $140,000.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
yeah, that's where the poverty line in 2025 is sitting. So $500,000 is not gonna get you a lot.
I guess I should feel better.
No, in
general.
in the
In
United
general,
States,
period.
Yeah,
To survive.
$140,000 is the poverty line.
Yeah.
Does that mean you have 4 children?
No.
Why would you not be able to survive off the 140? That's like a salary. We were saying like the salary, if you make that much, is still below the or at the poverty line.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With no children.
No children.
Children, no children, doesn't matter.
The pyramid scheme is collapsing.
Yeah,
all
that
around
is
us.
the poverty line.
I'm not gonna get into that because I'm puzzled. What? Okay.
People making $140,000, a lot of them are one check away from being broke
Yeah.
and being homeless.
I wish I made $140,000. I feel like I'll be able to.
The crazy thing is that
You know, yeah.
but like on paper it looks like that, but like the funny thing is because I started tabulating that when an old ad agency exec I worked with back in the day, I won't say where, getting his pockets like that, no pocket watching, but just for context, he was making like $500,000, and like so like $500,000 is maybe like 10 grand every 2 weeks. It's a little bit over that, but like if you imagine living somewhere in Manhattan and you're living like in a really nice place, that first check is probably gonna go
Straight to
living.
rent.
Yeah, and then the second check, and granted they weren't poor, like bro was eating good.
Yeah. Yeah.
But 100, all that to say, in retrospect, like 140,000, man, you probably after taxes, it's probably about like maybe like 5 grand, maybe.
Yeah.
I mean, it does also
140
depend on
year.
what city you're living in, of course. That's fair. Like, I get how
Yeah.
we're talking about New York, stuff is different there, but yeah, wow. That's crazy to hear. Well,
But they clearly ain't have to worry about that.
Yeah.
They was
about
eating.
that.
To the 90s show.
It was a different time.
Love that for them.
What was we were talking about?
Costs of living.
That's right. We were talking about his apartment and
Yeah.
how the other thing about the movie, which we need to equate, but they were working with a budget in this movie for the art. It's all about, there's a spot throughout the movie they're trying to get created. So as Eddie Murphy is like dating, doing his thing, not being the best to women, he's supposed to be making sure that this spot commercial they want made gets properly made. And the budget for that was also, how much was it?
It was she said the push for this campaign is 18 million.
Oh,
For just the campaign. Exactly. Exactly, yes. Strange.
Yeah.
And 18 million typically, especially like within our industry, that's the year's budget, basically. Okay, for this one push, y'all are pushing $18 million just for one campaign.
I don't think
Like,
I've ever seen that.
Yeah. And that's not like a full campaign. That's just
like-
one film.
Yeah.
One
Yeah.
TVC.
Mind
That's
you, that
crazy.
spot was like, we could pretend they're showing us a shorter version of it, but that spot was like, what, less than 30 seconds?
yeah, it was probably at most, they probably had a 60, few cut downs for 30s, and a few 15s. And they probably didn't even do brand acts, to be honest.
Did they shoot this thing out of space?
They went to the Bahamas.
But for
Oh, they went to the
context,
Bahamas?
how much is it to get a spot in a Super Bowl? Like a commercial spot for Super Bowl, just for context.
3 million or
At
something.
least
To start.
Oh,
Yeah.
Well, see, yeah, that just makes it sound. So that's
But it wasn't even the Super Bowl. It was just a
Yeah.
regular. This was in the
Right.
middle of winter.
Right.
Yeah, they didn't
Right.
make it seem like special at all. To be hearing that kind of number, we're like,
Yeah.
what is this for?
Please give us 18 million for a spot. Oh,
Hello.
we're getting Beyonce. We're getting everybody.
Here's the thing. Maybe we're also missing. Well, we're not missing it because the budget for talent is also included. But they made it a big deal. They were working with Strange,
Grace Jones.
Grace Jones. Well, her name was Strange, right?
Strange,
Yeah. They're working with Strange. We were curious on the way they announced it, if it was like technically a brand act or if it was like an in-house. She like gets helicoptered in, comes out of a crate. There's like a horse and carriage. Do you remember how they were like,
Oh,
yeah.
here's the new face of our brand.
Lady Eloise.
So maybe a lot of the money was also that
Yeah.
paying the helicopter pilot. I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe that was all part of the spot.
Yeah.
How do y'all feel as creatives and even as production with like y'all are getting up there in your careers? Marcus was going through whatever he was going through with Jacqueline, which like, hey bro, you can't let that affect the paper. But like he let the creative go off by himself and he came back with that commercial that was like super crazy. Like, how did that make y'all feel seeing that?
I'm glad you asked that.
First of all, I don't know why he was asking Marcus for the storyboards, which is a little weird if he was. We were trying to figure out people's positions this whole time.
Yes.
So, like, I feel like he was the CD, the guy who was trying to
The
do
weird older
banana
guy?
and all that other stuff. Yeah, the weird older guy. We feel like he was the CD, and so he was able to just do whatever. But there is never a place where like the VP of marketing would not watch that before showing it to the board. Yes. So it was just like,
That's right, the board of directors, right?
And also, why are the board of directors involved?
What was they were like from France and they were the ones that had all the control.
I will say
That's
it
weird.
depends on the client because I worked on like a fintech brand, and before they could greenlight anything, it was like, yo, we got to show the board, and the board has to sign off on it. Like they were very tight with the purse strings too. So
That's actually
That
fair.
makes sense.
I think
But for
we have
perfume?
clients.
oh, for perfume,
Perfume is wild. Perfume is wild.
I also though was offended at the fact that like, oh, if you let creative do what they want, it's gonna be ridiculous. Like, oh, we hate it. You let creative run wild? They don't know.
now listen, it was good creative, just not on brief.
Yeah.
That's all.
Now the commercial that old boy came up with,
Hey,
it
was creative.
It was creative.
I actually like it more than the end result. I
Yeah.
like that one more than the one.
It was cool. It was a
It
little
just
creepy.
wasn't on brief. That's all.
But if you like, if he paid attention to who Strong J was,
Yeah.
she was very Strong J.
Yeah, that was the Strong J commercial.
That was a very on-brand commercial for the talent. But like you said, not on brief.
I would love if they would have been like, oh, this is if the movie got a little more into the advertising bag and was like, well, this is our target audience and we want to sell to women that do this kind of thing. That would have been great because birthing perfume spoke to someone.
Somebody.
Yeah.
The copywriter talking about it stinks so good.
Oh no.
Who is the copywriter on it? I need to put them in the front immediately.
It works.
No,
it
it
works.
doesn't.
It sells like the sex of it all. Like
It stinks so good.
gonna be like,
After she pulled it out of her nether regions? No.
Don't say it like that. Burst.
I have a question. From the spot that he created, the very first one, who would y'all believe is the target audience?
Ooh.
Just based off of that commercial, not on brief, just what he created, bursting out perfume.
Wait, the one oh okay.
The
okay.
very first
This
one.
very Strong J one.
Who is the target audience for that?
Definitely business women. I feel like they were trying to get that, oh, you're a strong woman, women are strong, which is great.
Multicultural.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
Genre bending.
Genre bending.
I would say women that are a little goth, got a little darkness to them. I would think that's what he was selling to.
Emo vibes.
Look, yeah.
Punk rock girls. Yeah. Show me boots.
That's what
Rock
he
stars.
was talking about. Yeah.
Basically.
If y'all remade that commercial today, and Jeremiah, my bad, we have another two work. Anyway, God, if y'all were remaking this commercial today, who would y'all cast as Strong J?
Rihanna.
We were talking about that.
Would it be
Yeah.
Rihanna?
It would be Rihanna. Because she would be doing she's very eccentric when she wants to be.
Yeah.
I also said Tiana Taylor too, but.
That's fair.
Oh.
I would say Haley Williams.
Oh.
I didn't make sure I'm
From
putting the right
Paramore?
places.
Really?
I was thinking Rico Nasty. She's a little bit younger.
Okay.
I feel like she's. Maybe it takes the right song, but like she's got that kind of vibe.
Well, this is working
Or
here.
Doja.
Yeah. Or
I just see
Doja.
Doja doing that because Doja be birthing a lot of things.
Doja would be crazy.
Doechii?
Yeah.
Doechii.
I feel like she would be a little bit more reserved than some of the others, but I think it would still be good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She would make a great Grace Jones,
Oh, that would
Yeah.
be crazy.
if she did a biopic,
Absolutely.
great.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, Grace Jones biopic. We're
You heard it here first. So if y'all ever do it,
Hey, I
hear
need
where
my
it came from.
residuals.
Exactly.
Thank you very much.
So y'all might have heard of the organization, but they do if y'all haven't, there's the Marcus Graham Project, right? That has done a lot to put people of color in advertising. Curious to know, who are your favorite characters in here and why?
Well, my favorite character is Halle Berry because she was like art director, senior art director. Her sense of fashion was weird, as is mine. Yeah, she was the creative, so obviously I was just like, yes.
I like Jacqueline. She was that girl, okay? The whole movie, she was that girl. And she played Marcus like a fiddle. Love that. Well, I'm gonna call you. I'll see you in 3 weeks. Love it.
Yeah, that was hilarious.
Loved it. And she was a boss, had money. Yeah, that's my girl.
Yeah. I definitely would probably say Jacqueline too. Yeah, she ate that role up. I just like any role where a female just does what men do and just does it well. I appreciate that a lot.
Oh my
And does
gosh,
it
when
better.
she said I got off the plane, I was just so tense when I got off the plane, and then like,
You really relaxed me, thanks.
yeah, I was like, oh.
And I just want to say throughout the whole movie, because I do want to hear y'all's too. I just think it's so funny that like Marcus the whole time, like he's clearly putting on this Mac Daddy, like for all the women, you know, it's like this over exaggerated version. But for Jacqueline, she was so smooth with it. Like she really like her Mac Daddiness wasn't as flamboyant, I feel, and I feel like that is what got him to be vulnerable, because I don't even realize that I don't think he realized what she was doing to him until it was too late.
Yeah, he was clueless. Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, Marcus was that guy. He just never met his match before. It's like, which is man. She had him in the spin cycle. It was kind of rough. But aside from that, I love this character.
So was he your favorite character? To answer your question.
I mean, yeah, because like when I think of the other guys in the movie, they were all kind of just like side characters, whatever. But I mean, just from that level of like Black success and seeing successful Black men, like quite frankly, and little personal gripe, like I feel like we don't have those images as much anymore. Like in the 90s, you had like a Marcus Graham, you had Dwayne Wayne, you had Will Smith, you had Martin Lawrence. So like I feel like growing up, you kind of saw that, and it was like, dang, like it would be cool to be like this.
Well dressed too. Well dressed.
Well dressed.
The costume designer in this movie,
Mm-hmm.
chef's kiss.
Who do we know who did the costumes for the movie?
No, but we can figure it
Actually,
out.
no. Yeah, let me know. That's an excellent question.
Jeremiah, what about you?
I don't remember this movie. I didn't watch it. I watched Boomerang.
No, you watched Trading Places.
I watched Trading Places.
Yeah.
I watched Blackface, Dan Aykroyd, and what's her name?
Jamie Lee
Jamie Lee
Curtis.
Curtis.
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
like, what? It's crazy.
You still saw a good Eddie Murphy movie,
It was
but
great. It
not
was
the
great.
same at all.
Yeah.
Let me see who would the side characters are like effective and funny, because you have Chris Rock, who he really doesn't do much at all. You have Martin Lawrence, and then
David Allen Greer.
David Allen Greer.
Oh yeah.
That's another.
And
good one.
Robert Freeman.
John Witherspoon, R.I.P. Yeah.
Stacked cast, okay?
Yeah.
This whole cast was amazing.
Okay, so costume designer for Boomerang, her name is Francine Jameson Tanchuk, and she's known for The Color Purple, Emancipation. She did They Clone Tyrone, which also ate down. All Eyes on Me. Have a Little Faith. Yeah, she designed
in there.
SWAT, the TV show, and this Christmas.
Okay, this
Wow.
Okay, yeah.
Yes.
She
Awesome.
did that.
Okay, I'm glad we just learned that.
Which in a future episode, I feel like we need to talk about This Christmas versus Almost Christmas.
Yeah.
Because it's a very interesting, like, I wonder, I don't know, like, I feel like they're similar movies, but they're very different and they appeal to very different people. But that's another story for another day.
Yeah, I love that. I
Both
actually
had all-star
transitioned from
casts.
how much I like This Christmas to like now in my life, for some reason, Almost Christmas, I like more now. So that's a good point.
I never seen Almost Christmas.
What?
Oh,
It's
snap.
hilarious.
Watch that
It's
one when you
so
go like
funny.
during the
I'ma watch
holidays.
it,
Yeah,
Yeah.
because Monique is hilarious. In the movie.
She's very funny. She's very, very funny.
So out of all of this, how realistic on a scale of 1 to 10 did y'all feel like the movie was? Because I mean, the advertising in here was a lot of in-house and we're like agency, but compared to like how they dealt with clients, the traveling, like how did y'all feel it was accurately portrayed of our industry?
Not at all. Not in 2025, at least.
Yeah.
That's the thing. I mean, it's also, we're talking about people that are like VPs, and I think Jacqueline was the president, right? She became like the top. So yeah, we're also like looking up a little bit, like, what's it like up there?
Yeah.
But yeah, the traveling, the back and forth with clients, the work not being, there's like little accuracies, but yeah, we already talked about the budget being insane or thinking creative is insane. I guess everyone does think creative is crazy. That's probably, like, I'm sure if we talk to, what am I talking about? We talk strategy. I'm sure John's like, no, yeah, y'all need a little guidance. So I believe how that man acted, and I believe you guys will behave accordingly should we not have John's guidance
It's
at majority.
I wouldn't even say y'all are crazy. It's like, Yeah, there we go.
See how
Look,
he said that? Did you hear the tone in which he said that?
it's just more so.
I don't like it.
Look, I love y'all's ideas. It's just, I'm like, man, if we get in front of client with this, we're gonna get chewed out. And
Wow.
That's because they don't
I'll
really
back
chew
the
out
play.
creative.
I'm so dead.
I'm a team player. I will back the play. If y'all say this is what we're doing, I will find a way to justify it. You know, are they gonna believe me?
Hey,
I don't know.
that's the work of a great strategist right there, okay?
Yeah. Okay.
Hey, look, half the time, look, y'all just run the play. That's my motto. I don't believe half the shit half the time, but
You know?
It is.
But you be delivering it.
I try. Half time, hey, look, this is a little secret for any of the young folks who may be watching this. Imposter syndrome. I ain't gonna lie, bro. I be on these calls sometimes. I'm like, boy, I hope they buy this shit. like it connects back this way, this way, this way. I done pulled magic tricks, David Blaine. I hope they buy it.
Now we know how John.
Okay,
I
okay.
feel like we all have a little bit of that. Like, I feel like even the most high of the most high up, they be feeling imposter syndrome too.
Yeah.
All it is we're all just faking it till we make it.
Yeah.
This is our first time doing this day. Like,
Yeah.
we are all just trying to figure it out. So I feel like, yes, there are some similarities, but no, there's a lot of things that just don't correlate and correspond because that movie, I feel like, didn't give room for people to be people. And also, there wasn't a lot of teamwork.
Yeah.
I feel like in real advertising, like, there are so many people that things have to go through. There's no way that commercial would have got to the board of directors without 10
absolutely
people
not.
seeing that. So I feel like, yeah, there were some similarities, but overall, no.
That is interesting because why would Jacqueline be caught off guard before?
Yeah.
that's-
Right.
And he was caught off guard too. He was like, I haven't seen it.
Yeah.
Because he was going through his. He didn't see
That could
it.
just be how it is at big toxic agencies. Like
Could be.
legit, like he in a spin cycle going crazy over this situation, and he's like, "Yo, bro, just run the play," which is basically what he said in the movie. Like, yeah, I trust you, just do it. And she's doing what she's doing. Next thing you know, you're like, oh, she probably thinking he saw it. He's thinking she saw it.
Then she thought he saw. She was like, "How is it?" He's like, "I ain't see it." So it's just like, yeah, that's crazy. Okay. But if you know, like if you know, okay, this CD, he be a little wild, and he knows that about this CD specifically, and still let him do whatever. I gotta see that.
Yes.
I got to see that because I already know. First of all, I was just really confused why they weren't on set. And I know maybe they're VP and stuff like that, but someone would have been on set to see all this happening before, you know? But yeah.
You know what? Now that you mention it too, and like I didn't even realize that Halle Berry's character, which we should really get her character name, but I didn't realize she was an art director. Like low key, the vibe I was getting the whole movie, they were kind of treating her like she was like an underling secretary kind of thing.
Yeah.
Which no
creative
disrespect to, you know.
Basically the same.
See how you thought that? Yeah. She was coming in with a little storyboard. She was like, "See, look at what I did." That's how I be for real.
I mean, to your point on teamwork, I feel like I'll kick y'all off, or whoever on our team kicks off creative, and then I'm kind of just waiting for y'all to come back with something. And like, yeah, it's like a symbiotic process. So I'm never like, can you mock this up? I'm more so just like, all right, this is what we doing? Cool. Let's run
This
it.
is what we do it.
Yeah.
What he's saying is John wants to be like, "This is terrible. Do it again."
Yeah.
That's what he'd like to do.
Yeah.
Not at all. I believe in our team, and I believe in what we do. Now, sometimes do I see something like, so I won't say the coworker who told me this, but one of our
Let's guess.
well, it's a coworker we don't see often, but we were laughing about something else the other night after the Christmas party, and she was like, "Bro, you don't have a poker face."
Oh no! Like on client calls.
No, whatever we were talking about, someone else was telling the story, and I'm just like, oh.
And you know when John makes that face, he hates it.
Actually, yeah, you don't.
When
have
John
a
makes that face, he hates it.
Yeah, that's a good point.
He
You
does
don't.
not like it.
Yeah, see that I gotta work on that. That's a hindrance.
That's really funny. I think at the very least, your eyes always jump up.
Yeah.
You'll always be like, yeah. Is that?
Them eyebrows get to go.
Sometimes it's genuine interest. Other times it is like,
She one of these.
I'm telling you. You see him rise above them glasses?
okay. So, that's good to know. So now I can try to, like, over the winter break, just
Work on it.
Facial expressions.
Stone face. Yeah.
You could be at home in the mirror like, you cool?
Sometimes I'm impressed. Sometimes I'm just like, all right.
Oh, I will say this though. The amount of women that work in advertising, to me, was very correct. There are so many women that work in advertising. Like, just here at Majority, like, especially in the creative department, it's like all women, basically. So seeing, and I mean, I know it was like a women's brand and all that other stuff in the movie, but just to see that many women is very, to me, very accurate from what I've seen. Because you don't really see that many men in advertising like that anymore.
I mean, it's good too that he expected to be in charge of all the marketing, but they brought a woman in because you would think that's what they wanted anyway, but he was like, no. And as we saw in the beginning, he's looking at talent and everything, and he's just excited about attractive women. He's like, oh yeah, I'm gonna be late to lunch. Bring in the ladies.
Yeah.
Which you brought up Mad Men and how like the male culture in advertising, what it's known for, or what it was, I should say. So yeah.
I think it. Oh,
Oh, no, after you.
I was just gonna say, I think it's important for people to realize that there's so many women in advertising because women are the ones who shop the most.
Yeah.
So if you're advertising to people, it should be women. Also, Black people. So for people to, back to your earlier point, for people to be so surprised about how many like Black people were in that movie and like kind of calling it reverse racism, I feel like it should be that way because the Black dollar is like one of the biggest dollars in America. We spend so much money. So if we don't have creatives that look like us, who are we selling to? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Was this the first time you all saw like just Black people in advertising on film or TV?
Yeah.
When I first watched this movie, because last night wasn't the first time I've seen it, but yeah, I think so.
Just in this field, period, because a lot of Black people don't know.
What are other like media that can
So-
use Black people in?
Ooh, with Black people, I don't know.
Yeah.
I remember seeing the movie. It's a Mel Gibson movie, which obviously his stuff hasn't aged the best.
yeah.
But there's a movie he's in called "What Women Want."
Yeah. That's advertising too.
Advertising? Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
he ends up being able to read their minds, and that helps him sell the products better.
Yeah.
And they I'm so sorry. I just realized that they did the same thing in Boomerang, basically, where he thought he was going to have this role, and they brought in a woman to be the head of marketing for them.
That's a good point. And when did that movie come out? Because there was
some fighting.
Yeah.
Did y'all see
2000.
that
yeah.
movie about NASA with Channing Tatum and
How was that?
Scarlett Johansson? It was
My
actually,
roommate worked on that.
it was really
Said that
good.
for it.
I liked it a
Okay.
lot. Yeah,
Nice,
but
nice.
that was nice because that showed a woman in advertising, and she was just kind of like, she was relentless. She was like, she was really playing these people left and right, but she did a really good job.
Okay.
oh y'all, what's the movie with Issa Rae? And she's the assistant
Photograph?
Big
to no
or little? It was a playoff of the
with,
movie, the
Is
old
this
movie.
Regina
Taraj?
King?
Yeah.
No, Taraji.
Well,
Yeah, doesn't she work in
Marseille.
advertising?
Marseille Martin.
I think she works in
Or are you
advertising.
talking about What Men Want?
Oh my gosh, yes, they flipped the title.
The Taraji one.
Oh, wait a
okay.
second. No, not
No?
even talking about either one of them. Because in one, they swap bodies, and she's little. But
That's
in the
Big
other
Little,
one, where
yeah.
Issa Rae is her assistant, I'm pretty sure they work in marketing. And
That's
Issa
the
Rae's-
same movie.
It's the same movie.
I think so.
Then what's it? It must be called what?
Well, What Men Want was basically
With
the Mel
Taraji.
Gibson movie.
Yeah.
With Taraji. Big Little was Issa Rae and Marseille Martin.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yes. Okay. That's the one I'm thinking about. So yeah, that's a newer movie, I guess, of people that work in advertising. If we're right, we're gonna do a little research, but I think that's the industry that they're in that movie too.
And I feel like a lot of times in movies that talk about advertising, they kind of glamorize it a little bit. I mean, what we do is fun. I cannot lie. Out of all the jobs you can have in the world, being paid to come up with ideas to make y'all buy shit is probably one of the easiest jobs out here. Okay. But
It comes naturally to her. Okay.
But I will say a lot of the times it's like they only show the shoots and they only show like the casting and the fun stuff. But a lot of times it's like late nights, working on decks, doing
decks.
fonts, brand guides,
decks.
meetings after meetings after meetings
Decks.
after meetings after meetings.
So many meetings, you don't actually get your work done. 'Cause you're
Yeah.
in so many meetings about the meeting about the meeting.
And they don't really show that in movies for real, I feel.
What do y'all think they did back then?
For what?
They
Presentations.
They sat.
They said like this.
But
That's what I was about to say, the
we have,
boardroom and everything.
But we have like PowerPoint. I mean, like, what did they do for like
Oh,
presentations?
they have,
They
yeah.
had cardboards and they
Printed
were
it
flipping
out, yeah.
Have you seen Mad Men?
A little bit.
Okay, yeah.
A little bit of
Mad
it.
Men is
John
ridiculous,
Hamm,
but yeah.
love him.
I do love John Hamm.
They carried portfolios with these presentations.
Yes. And your book was like an actual book. Nowadays it's online or whatever, but like your book with all your work in it was literally a book. And you would go to the advertising agency during your interview and you would have to go through your book and show them all your stuff in
Can
your
y'all
book.
imagine, like in the movie Halle Berry, or even like Mad Men, like we said, they're showing storyboards and they're like, oh, look all these sketches I did. Or like, look, like, check it out. This is how a spot could go. And now we're in the age of AI and having to turn over stuff. I don't understand how they did that.
Graphic designers and art directors now don't have to know how to draw.
Yeah.
That's not a requirement. When I was going through school, I started off as a fine arts major, and when I scooted over to graphic design, a lot of them couldn't draw. I was like,
Yeah.
is that normal?
My school made us take drawing classes, even as the graphic design program, and it
really?
was rough for me. Drawing 1, 2, and 3, and I got better, but yeah, I was thinking I could just do graphic design and not worry about it.
Yeah.
But my program was like, psych.
The school that I came from, I didn't realize it was normal until I got to college. I was in a performing art high school. We were like taking drawing 1 and drawing 2. We had like figure classes and stuff like that. We
That's
were
so cool.
painting like life size. I didn't realize people could not draw and paint outside of art.
Like y'all had models and stuff? Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Wow.
Yeah,
What state, city is this? I'm a little curious.
I can't.
Oh, okay.
Because it's
Not even just the state? What state was this school in?
Well, I'll tell y'all, but y'all cut this out.
Oh, never mind. Don't even say it. Don't even say it. We're going to ask off camera
No
later.
free advertising around here.
You know what's funny? Like for y'all's disciplines, y'all have like so much training. Whereas I feel like art school
They
drawing,
do. Listen, I'm a fraud. I learned everything from YouTube. I'm so serious. YouTube University is the only reason I can do what I do right now. But they
you
went
at
through
least went
great
to-
schooling.
University is how I learned.
But you at least went to like the internship program, like you did Black, right?
Yeah.
Like I feel like there are lanes for that, whereas like with strategy, it's always been, I ain't gonna lie, them little strap motherfuckers be kind of lame about it. Like, no, for real, they be gatekeeping and and the shit they be gatekeeping don't even be worth gatekeeping. It's like, hey, how do you do this? Like I remember early in my career trying to get into that, and it was weird. But I say all that to say it's very interesting to see like all of the nuances that come with like getting into creative. Whereas like I think these other roles, like whether especially like account, like if you have like a gift of gab and you can kind of just like, you know, project managing same thing, like I feel like there's not as much training needed.
Yeah.
Whereas y'all had to like refine an eye, go to school, YouTube University, same with production as well.
Yeah.
But it's just interesting to see that. Like I didn't know y'all have to carry portfolio's and briefcases.
Yeah, that's a good point. Or to even have an eye, like she's saying, like to be an art director, you still have to have a level of like understanding. Even I guess the software we use comes with another level of like time put in.
Yeah.
Like you don't just
gotta
step
learn
into
all that
Adobe
stuff.
Suite stuff or
You can't just start picking around. You got to know.
Yeah.
no, absolutely not. Absolutely not.
Well, look, when I walk by y'all screens sometimes and I see like multiple Photoshop panels, you lost me.
Don't look at my layers, baby, because my layers gonna look crazy.
Why don't we name the layers? I get mad at myself now when I forget to name a few important ones. And
I'll put them in groups. I'll group a
Clicking
layer
stuff on
and
and off?
I'll name the group. But layers, child,
So
this
then
is
you open your group and you
XY underscore 37770. Whatever the picture name was, that's exactly what the layers called.
Shutterstock 55555. Yeah.
Literally.
Screaming.
I am not renaming all this.
Y'all would be so stressed looking at mine. Not because I name everything.
Oh, nice.
Accordingly. Everything is in capital letters. Everything is named for what it is, what it does.
so organized.
That
And
is
then I
amazing.
color code them. When I group stuff together, I color code everything.
I need to see one of
She
your
a real
files.
one. Okay, because I know
Yes.
your files are pristine.
I still get mad when I forget to hit save on some of my stuff. And then my Photoshop will still be weird. This happened to me for the first time in a really long time a few weeks ago, and I lost something and had to totally remake it. I think I almost started crying. I think my boyfriend had just come back in the house, and I was on the verge of tears.
Oh no.
I was stressed out. Photoshop, There's a lot going on.
If we could give our audience some tips. Y'all have been working in creative for a while, especially all of this springboarding off the movie. What are some like really important lessons?
Oh, I got a hot one. I got a hot one. Don't sleep with your boss. Don't do that.
Don't do that.
Don't do that. don't do that. Don't sleep with your boss. That's an easy one.
First of all,
people quit their job in this movie. People quit.
Can we just talk about the amount of HR violations
Oh,
in this
Boomerang.
entire? First of all, they don't have an HR department. That's number one.
They don't.
Because you're sexually harassing her. Y'all sexually harassing each other.
On a work trip, mind you.
Each other.
And then she made it seem like she wasn't okay with it, and then proceeded to be
Because now I'm confused.
the one being forward. Yeah, don't do that.
Then everybody in the office, y'all at the desk, gossiping about how you broke up with him, and now everybody in the office is laughing at this woman.
That's true.
I will crash out.
I will say that company was also, they felt it was big. So they could have like a group here laughing at you, and then the male guy is like, hey man, Chris Rock is like, hey man, did you get her yet? Like, I think at a big company
Why does
like
the male
that,
guy know that?
It's unavoidable. It's unavoidable. Like at a big company like that, it's extra. Extra is happening. Okay?
Yeah.
So professionalism.
Professionalism.
Professional.
Good Lord.
And then the other thing is like, as a creative, get your work approved.
Show somebody your work.
Please.
Show someone.
And check in with strategy. Oh my gosh.
There should have been more strat in the movie, honestly.
There should have been
Because
more strategy.
where's the brief?
Also, ask questions. If you don't understand something, ask the question.
Yeah.
I ask 50 million questions a day, and I don't give a damn.
Facts.
I don't care.
Because if you don't ask the questions, they're going to come back with feedback, and then everything that you just did would have been for waste.
Yep.
waste of time.
Don't let clients get too involved in the creation of the work.
Yeah.
Grace Jones I guess Grace Jones was actually the strategist as well. Shawnzay Grace Jones was like,
I'm screaming.
here is what I would like, and you need to do it.
I want it to smell like sex. This does not smell like sex. Girl,
And she like takes off her underwear.
That's another question I have for y'all. Is that like what was she? Because she was talent, but she wasn't client. Because technically, client is Lady Eloise, which is the brand.
Well, she was the new face of the brand, so Lady Eloise was no longer the face.
Right. But it was like being the face of the brand. That's like one of our spokespersons trying to decide what the next flavor of a soda will be. Because that's basically what she was doing. She was like, oh, I don't like the smell, you need to change it. But it's like how involved
got
our
strat?
faces of,
Well,
that's a great strap
It's
question.
funny because not to speak down on my own profession, I guess, or just a thing I do. The guy in the guy who runs, I think, Liquid Death, or who runs creative over there, and if it's not him, my bad, was talking about how creative or like strategy is killing creative. Like we're just over strategizing to a point. And I feel like maybe back in the 90s, like maybe they had that kind of leeway. Like maybe the face of a campaign could be like, this is how I want to be represented. Like, because even low key on clients we have now, depending on what kind of weight they have, like if top person in fashion, for example, says like, yeah, I want to work with y'all. Like sometimes we kind of just say, okay, great. Like, what do you want to do?
Let them cook. Yeah.
Yeah,
Because that's why you want them, right?
And honestly, you're not gonna be able to tell them what to do.
Yeah.
Like they'll just walk away. Like if you get, well, he's toxic right now. I was gonna say yay, but if you get like someone of that level,
You say
Like Rihanna.
Kanye?
Yeah.
I was like, I love Gaga.
You're not gonna be able to tell Rihanna
What does she know about
you're not.
cameras?
No.
I like some of the Gaga songs.
I like some Gaga.
What you know about cameras?
Like,
Oh my
but
God.
yeah, if we got Rihanna, like say if like Rihanna wanted to work with Shay or someone like that,
You're right.
like she's gonna
be like-
want to be represented a certain way. You gotta kind of.
But in the work, not in the product though.
Oh. Well,
So
yeah.
that was, I guess, mine was like, she was trying to change the smell of the product.
No, but Rihanna would be product as well.
Yes, because it's Rihanna. But
Yeah.
say like
Oh, like it was a different kind of
someone, else came in and they were in charge of Shay, like, or Alandria, love her. She comes into Shay, she's big right now. She's not changing the actual product. First of all, that product's been tested, it's been done, labels have already been made, it's too late.
That's true. You would already have.
So I think the difference is that product was her product. Where like if Rihanna was doing a perfume that was a Rihanna-centered perfume,
It would be
that
her.
Yeah, so she would have creative control over that stuff. But if she's just coming in and like she's on Dior or something like that,
She's not gonna change.
she's not gonna change the smell because that's their perfume already. She's just
Yeah.
a spokesperson of the time for that perfume.
Yeah.
But what if they did a brand partnership with someone like Rihanna? She probably very well could come into the process with Dior and say like, oh, I would like a scent that represents this part of me or represents this part of like, I don't know, my culture or something. And they would take her advice on what it should smell like. Like, well, I think what we're missing is that she was talking to the scientists. Y'all remember the man was like in a lab?
She was
talking to the
And she was like, hey. So they wanted her to help them develop
what it
the
is.
scent, I guess. Which you're right, doesn't happen because they don't bring in people and say like, hey, what flavor do you think we should make this beverage or something?
Unless it's specifically that.
For them.
Yeah. Like Poppy did something with Post Malone. I think that flavor was specific to Post Malone.
Yeah.
That I think is different if you're doing a partnership.
That's
that
interesting.
way.
Yeah.
But if Post Malone was just like, hey, I'm brand partnering with Poppy and I'm just the face of Poppy right now, like that's different.
What about like AE and Sprite? Because did he have a hand? There was a shoe, right? That I'm sure he had some creative control about, or were they just like, hey man, we know how to make the shoe go away? I'm not really sure what the process was.
Well, even with him and Adidas, like I wouldn't even know, like, I wouldn't know how much control he has over that.
Okay.
But I will say with sneaker collabs, there's only so much you can do. Like they have their silhouettes, and like so. Case in point, I might blank his name out again, but right.
That's a good example.
Like even when he got with Adidas, even when he was with Nike, like it's like, yo, this is the basic silhouette. You can do a little tweaking here and there with the colors. Maybe you can, tweak the midsole, but it's got to look like this.
Yeah.
So, and same with, I would think, any other brand, whether it's like Sprite, anything else, like we have these guidelines, you can fit within these guidelines. But if you're like Rihanna, if you're that level, then that's when it's kind of like.
Yeah. Because she made a whole creeper, and that's a whole different shoe silhouette than like their regular Pumas.
That's crazy. So I guess it depends on your style. Like I said, they introduced Grace Jones in the movie with the horse and carriage. So I guess she was of such high status.
I guess she was the new Lady Eloise.
Right. They had her
She
talking.
became the new.
Yeah, to the scientists at the boardroom table. They weren't even like in a lab somewhere. The scientists came to the meeting to get feedback on the scent he developed.
And that would be cool, like in-house. I know we don't really do that here because like agency, we've tested a few products before, but we don't have enough say to be like, oh, this is nasty, y'all should change it. But I think that's kind of cool, like in-house, to where like you're seeing the product and then you're seeing the finished product, if that makes sense. Like you're seeing kind of where it starts and like you're seeing the end. We only really see, hey, we have this new thing, we're trying to market.
Yeah, go sell that.
Yeah. Like Sprite plus tea, wasn't it? Was it similar to that? Like they just gave you the Sprite plus tea and said, this is the new product we're doing. Can we make
something for it?
That's what the challenge is, right? It's like, okay, you have to come in and understand what we're trying to sell already because we did all the work to figure this out, and now do your thing.
Yeah.
I will say one of my favorite quotes from Jorge, who's one of the partners here, is that
Shout out Jorge.
Shout out Jorge, man.
He can just step into any project and just
Triple OG.
You're welcome.
Solved it.
President of the
Did everything. You're good.
Yeah.
But he always says, and it kind of reminds me of this movie, that we're in the customer service business.
Yeah.
So like with Strange,
That's crazy to say like that.
Yeah, it's like at a certain point, like you have influence up to a point. Like the client comes to you for a very specific problem or set of problems they want you to solve. And we're like just a part of their entire marketing department and budget and stuff like that. So you can make suggestions, you can, bring up things that'll help their business. But at the end of the day, like if they want to do something over here, it's like, all right, either we don't take the project or how can we make this like not terrible?
Yeah.
And Strange, if she wanted to, you got through Strange.
You gotta make it smell like sex.
That's the
It's
other
crazy.
thing too, because I would love a world where, let's say like creative, we're in the same room with Strat, the talent, the president of the whole market. Like imagine now that's how it worked. And we all were just in a room with all those people at one time, just figuring things out.
That is stressful.
That's a lot of cooks
I don't
in
want
the
that at all.
kitchen. Because a lot of times the creators will still be like working things through. And so like when higher up see it and it's not like completely done or completely like drawn out, they're like, oh, this is not right. And it's like, no, wait. Okay, hold on. You're skipping ahead.
Fighting for our life. That's funny too, because I was critiquing in my mind the work that Halle Berry had done. Because at some point in the movie, Halle Berry quits again. With your professionalism, don't end up having to quit your job because of workplace shenanigans.
For a boy.
She quit. She gets promoted to CD. So she's a creative director at a different agency, which was obviously some kind of competition because they were also selling like scents and stuff. And she had taken some art that she'd done and it turned it into a logo, which again, be great to see like if they showed us what that process was back in the 90s, like show us how you took that painting and turned it into a logo on a bottle. But also her type was off. Her type was off, okay? She used the CD. Somebody, she did whatever she wanted.
It was bad.
It was bad. You couldn't even read the name of the bottle on the logo.
Kylie, don't worry about that. Your type could be off.
No.
You was doing your thing.
The legibility.
The prop team on the film.
You know,
Screaming.
No, that on the film, definitely art director. Someone had to physically make all and that's kind of funny to understand because it's like
a real person.
No, for real. It was a real art director on set who had to make all those graphics, who had to make everything that they were showing in the movie. Someone had to make that.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
The bus rap.
Yeah.
When the bus went by and he saw the work that she'd done.
And someone else actually made that for the film, which I think is kind of
That's a cool job.
it's like very meta.
Rap. I love making bus raps.
Yeah.
They're so fun. I don't know why, but they are. They're a good time.
I'm cutting that out for social.
so how does this movie hold up to y'all in 2025?
Oh my gosh.
I'd say if
Oh wait, you don't like bus raps before we?
You get bus rap things.
How it holds up.
Oh, how it holds
I'm
up.
answering your question. But bus raps,
I love bus raps.
I'm a fan of Out of Home Billboard personally. I hate social. I do love Out of Home.
I love Out of Home.
But bus raps specifically, I never thought about that. You know,
Yes, they are so fun.
I
don't know why.
I'm gonna have to try
bus
those.
raps.
I like bus station, like the bus. What is it
What
called?
are they called again? We
Bus
do so
stops.
many of them.
Bus stop advertisements. Yeah, I like those.
So when we type in
like
mock-ups,
those.
we'd be like,
Bus stop mock-up.
Yeah. Yes.
Free download.
John, what was your
I'm
question?
not paying for nothing.
free download.
Oh god.
Because I'm not paying. I
Nah,
tell you that right now.
it's fun watching y'all kind of like nerd out on this. Like,
Free download.
I'm like, bus raps? Do tell. Like,
Yes, bus raps.
all I do over here is just say, okay, all right, how do I
No, then
introduce this in
John's
6
like,
slides?
Bus shelter.
Gen Z loves bus raps, and then she takes it to Sierra, and Sierra's like,
And
we're doing these bus raps.
Yes, I'll do all the bus raps.
The plot twist of all this, and I feel like they had more time back in the day to put together a Strong J campaign. Like it took 6 months.
Yeah.
Sometimes, like in these days, and not even me, I'm gonna kick this one over to my friends who are in strategy. They say that sometimes they have only a couple days to crack briefs.
Yeah.
So to your point, they'll be like, Gen Z loves bus raps. And it's like, but is that even true? Is that... And now you're trying to find a stat. And
You know?
sometimes you got to finesse so hard. You got to screenshot over here and little paraphrase here.
Yeah.
Oh, little trick. And then I'll stop rambling. I learned this from an old boss, right? Like you may have a stat, like I might need to support that a whole bunch of people love coffee, right? I may find a stat that says, 80 or 20% of people hate coffee or some shit like that. And then she taught me to take the 80% and flip the whole sentence. So then now it's about 80% of people loving something that actually they low-key kind of hate.
Damn.
You know, a little finessery.
Manipulative.
It's not a lie.
Advertising is manipulative.
It is.
Okay?
Oh,
it
for sure.
Really is. It really is.
Yeah.
I mean, y'all don't need this stuff.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding.
Part
I
of
do need this stuff, but
me
I buy it.
likes that advertising or companies sell us stuff that we don't know we need. Like that's how they think. They're like, you don't know you need this, but we're gonna convince you need it. And then the other part of me is just like, I don't need this, but like, good idea. I would love to try that.
I like the creativity.
Thank you for taking rid of the getting rid of the cord, Apple.
Yeah.
I really want to understand who decided breakfast meats was a thing. Like that was advertising.
Yeah.
that did
Breakfast
that.
meat. Oh.
The start of breakfast meats was from
Yeah.
advertising. I guess they had a surplus of meats at one time, and they was like, "Yeah, serve it for breakfast."
I love a breakfast meat.
Yeah, but that's not a thing. Who eats meat?
You're
for
right.
When you really think about it, who eats meat for breakfast?
And it's the same meat that you can have throughout the day.
I mean,
Yeah.
like, unless it's like, don't listen to me.
None
No,
of you
please.
eat meat for breakfast? Well, that's not fair for John.
Well,
Yeah.
I eat meat for
Well,
breakfast. I like
faux
sausage.
meat.
I do.
Here
But when
and
you
there.
think
you
about
said
it,
faux meat?
Like a
Yeah.
a
Like, here.
I got
breakfast
a little
sausage.
fake bacon strip in the
Right.
fridge
You just put
downstairs.
breakfast in
Real
front
talk.
of it. It's still a
Legitimately.
sausage.
it's still a sausage.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, for real. They got some like fake bacon.
Oh, John.
I went to 790 before I got here.
Faux meat.
It's faux meat. It's not real. It's
That don't sound for you. For you.
here's the thing.
I don't think we should be
when you
eating
take
it.
the initial
Out of
bite,
control.
does it taste like the actual thing? For sure. But then like you get that hit of jackfruit, and whatever else, and
Get that.
I love jackfruit. Jackfruit is good.
jackfruit is good.
Yeah, the texture is crazy.
It's high in sugar, so you shouldn't have it often, but it's really good.
Of course not. Okay, was there anything else from Boomerang? We really did correlate this to what we do here at Majority. And also still shout out once again the structure as far as like diversity represented in the movie because we're living it. It's a real thing.
Yep.
As far as like who's represented in the Majority. This movie, again, at this company, it really was like, what, Black owned. Everybody that worked there was Black. So honestly, less diversity than we have here. But
I think if it was the fact that it was centered in New York, that was like, oh, having no white people, that's crazy. If this was in Atlanta, they'd be like, oh, okay.
This makes sense.
Yeah. Like this is
No, I
so
definitely agree with
serious.
that.
I mean, Atlanta or DC,
I agree.
you know, Black Meccas of the world, Detroit. I don't know who want to go to Detroit, but
that's wild. Is there one white person?
is there any white people?
Boomerang?
I don't think so.
I didn't see one.
But I find it funny how people can notice that and be like, well, where are all the white people? Because then like the hidden subtext is like, wait, you mean they're not all gangbangers? They're successful? Wait, I've never seen this before. It's like you wouldn't even hang with these folk out of work anyway. So,
That's crazy. I had someone call me racist the other day on my platform because I asked, first I asked white people their favorite Black movie, and people were like, that's racist. Why would you ask that? Like, white people were calling me racist. And I was like, and they were like,
For
what's
asking them what their favorite Black movie
Right.
was?
And most people got the mission, but then some of them were just like, well, what's a Black movie? I don't even know what that means. And I don't know if that was them trying to say, like, I don't see race, or if were trying to say, I've actually never seen a film that was featuring like a Black story or mostly like Black cast. And I was like, wow, there was something to be learned there. But yeah, some people get angry at the thought of even bringing up something like Boomerang.
and to pull this back to advertising, apologies. I'm talking
No,
too much.
please.
Like the thing about Majority and what I like here is that we get to do general market work. Because again, like there's this weird dividing line in advertising where like, it's like, okay, if I need to talk to a Black consumer, I will go to a Black agency, a multicultural agency. And I think they don't understand, like the people making those decisions. It's like, yo, like for the longest time, the default has been white culture. And yes, it sounds like I know that sounds canned and whatever the case is, but it's true. It's like there wasn't always Boomerang on TV, Insecure, Atlanta. Like for a long time, all we had was Cheers and MASH.
Yeah.
So we understand that you watch Friends and Cheers and MASH and eat cheese and et cetera. So we can do general market work, the Boondocks thing. Did you know that the new
Bring out the fancy cheese.
But all that to say, just to make a plug back to the agency and just honestly us as like, you know, creative strategist production, like, and even at other places, like where you see Black talent, like we understand general market work. For the longest time, that is all we had access to. And if you feel weird about more Black stories creeping up like this, just like that's something internal you gotta check. Because even Eddie was the most famous man on earth in the 80s. And this was like literally the only film. And still people were like, all right, hold up now, this is just too much. Like what are you doing here?
Y'all gone too far.
Gone too far. With one film.
One.
And wasn't even greedy about it. He's like, all right, cool, I'm gonna put all the Black people in one film. We ain't even gonna spread it out 3 or 4 films. Like they in one film and they're already sort of like, wait, hold up, okay, wait, this is too fast. Like
he was doing that. Harlem Nights, Boomerang, Coming to America even.
Life.
Like, Life. Oh my gosh, the cast in those movies.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, y'all gonna hate me. We gotta talk about that later. I don't like
You've
Life
never
like
seen
that.
Life?
I don't like it like that.
I get why you don't like Life. He doesn't like white chicks
He's
either.
not going to be on the podcast.
Whoa, relax. You don't like white chicks?
Huh?
Come on now.
He's definitely not going to be on the podcast anymore, y'all. Y'all, this
Gotta
your
have
last
Strat on the
episode.
pod. Come
This
on.
your last
White Chicks
episode
was
with Mr. John Wright.
hilarious.
It is what it is.
What?
Yeah,
That's
crazy.
a
That's
conversation.
an off-camera topic. We need to have a conversation about
Hey.
it. We need
There's
to
a lot
My bad.
more
I-
words that I
I-
want.
It's not. Oh no, I'm proud of that.
I don't care
I'm proud of
about
that.
I fuck with white chicks.
Yeah, white
That's
chicks.
on me.
You know.
That's on me.
I'm proud of that. That's fine.
We're gonna talk
That's
about
fine.
I will want to say this is my last point. I appreciate, because I feel like a lot of times, like John, you said, we don't see successful Black men or just like Black men being themselves a lot on camera. I want to shout out David Allen Greer for holding Marcus accountable, because he knew, he was like, You my boy. I appreciate you. I'm not even mad that you talking to a girl that I used to like. I'm mad because that's a nice girl and you gonna hurt her. And he was so mad at that. And I appreciate more black men, I feel like, need to hold their friends accountable. And just to see that in a movie, it's really nice. It's really refreshing. You don't see that at all anymore.
Yeah.
That's a good takeaway from the movie. I
Love
like
that. Love that.
Shout out to David Allen and the writers because, hey.
Hello.
Facts.
Yes.
This is so great. Okay, that's been Boomerang. If y'all haven't seen Boomerang, please watch Boomerang. And again, it doesn't matter if you're black, white, whatever. Boomerang's a good movie. As we have this conversation, black movies aren't just for black people. Like, we want other people to appreciate the stories and watch them. But I think that's all we got. Don't forget to follow us on Instagram and TikTok, Majority Agency. Subscribe on YouTube. That goes a really long way. Love y'all for it. And we're going to see y'all next time.
Not John, though, because he don't like white chicks.
Hey, man.
I was like,
This is the last episode right here.
Shout out to the Wayans, but can't do it.
Last episode.
Can't do it.
Screaming.